So they're cash rich but time poor. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk a little bit about VIP. And now, so VIP in a casino world is a little bit different depending on the country you're from. So we in Australia probably do things a little bit different. And when I used to look after VIP, I did things even more different. I'll give an example of what I did was we didn't have all the YouTube, TikToks and all the fancy stuff that we have now. I had really basic internet. And so we would do monthly events that I had to come up with an idea for. And one day I decided, I went online looking for the last meal served on the Titanic. And I had this menu, I found this menu, I can't remember which museum it was at, I saw the picture of this menu, zoomed in and basically had a look, and it's a really long 20 courses, whatever it was a huge dinner. So we cut it down, had to substitute some of the ingredients for more modern ingredients. And so we served that for a special event. Now, what the special event was, I managed to convince the hotel to empty out one of its suites. So we turned it into a pop-up restaurant in one of the hotel suites, big table, all the staff were dressed up in sort of marine sailor gear, giant wheel, the ones for the ships. And basically the customers walked through the door and there was this like pseudo Titanic dinner set up. It was lovely. It went for several hours and it was a really good conversation piece and something to remember by. Now, when it comes to VIP, when it comes to events and you're thinking of customers, not even VIP, just in general, depending on what industry you're in, you always want to surprise and delight your customers. So when you're dealing with high profile customers or customers with a certain wealth, people turn around and go, but they can buy those things, they can do those things. That is true. But there's a couple of issues, especially we're not talking about the ultra wealthy, we're talking about that wealthy bracket. A lot of these people have businesses, companies, they travel, they do a lot of things because of their work. So they're cash rich, but time poor. So if you come along and escalating that service to the next level by surprise and delight with something unique that you just can't get off a shelf, then that's going above and beyond. I have this philosophy that if you're providing good service, you're just doing your job. That is the bare minimum, providing a good service. People do evaluations, employee evaluations every year, and you go, oh, you said hello to a customer, or you did good service and you great marks. No, that's minimum. That's just the bare essentials. That's the expectation. Anything you do above and beyond is like, what did you do above and beyond? Now, that can mean different things for different people, to be true. But if you're going to be in an industry where you're looking after a customer and you have a portfolio, above and beyond is like, so, and I'll stick with the casino thing. I have a customer here, great contribution, wealthy, plays within his means, all the rest of it. But looking after the customer itself, you're leaving things on the table, you're cutting yourself short. Behind that person is a wife, a husband, a family. There's a lot of things behind that person. So your job to go above and beyond is to not only understand him, but also understand what's behind him. Now, there are a few reasons for this, and obviously one of them is for business. What is the wife's birthday? What is the wife's name? Do they have kids? How many kids? How old are the kids? What are the kids are into? What are the wives into? You know, the wife might be into NSYNC, I don't know, Boys to Men or whatever, and there just happens to be a reunion and they're coming around playing locally to wherever you are. Grab some tickets. Tell your customers, hey, look, I remember that your wife is into this group, this band, or whatever show it is. Here's a couple of tickets if you're interested. You don't have to tell the wife. You don't offer the wife the tickets. He turns around and goes to his wife and says, hey, I've got these tickets for us. She's happy, he's happy, or vice versa. And it's a win, and that elevates you from going above and beyond because you recognize them as a customer. Now, this is the other side of how I ran my business. Not every casino does this, and there's a lot of negative press from various casinos, but the way I used to run business was get to know your customer, to know what they can contribute without causing damage. I would always say to my clients when I used to first meet them, I want to look after them for the next 5 to 10 years, not burn out in one. Burning a customer out in this industry in 1 year is morally wrong, definitely ethically wrong, but it's just bad for business as well. You've hurt them, you've hurt the family, you've hurt society, the community, you're hurting your business. What you want is you want a large group of customers that are sustainable for long term, and you balance it. But understanding the customer, going above and beyond with the customer, is how much you can engage with them. Sometimes there'll be customers who go through a bad spell, business is not doing well, you pull back. You try and do it subtle, you don't say it straight to their face, you don't want to embarrass them, but you find ways to pull back. Everything goes in cycles, especially in business. They'll have good runs in business, extra money to spend, not doing well in business. But one thing you should always do, and this will be a more in-depth conversation at another stage, is if there is a concern, have that conversation and help them. Meaning, if they need to take a break from casino, then you talk to them and offer them the options available to your company as to how can they maybe take a time out, maybe exclude themselves. You have to have that conversation. Now, people say, oh, it's ridiculous because they're here to make money. And that's correct. You're not making money off one person. If you're managing your portfolio correctly and you can spread the wealth, then you can afford for people to take time out and manage themselves and manage their budgets. Now, somebody betting $100, $200 a visit might be a lot for some people. But for some of these people who have lots of money, $10,000, $20,000 a night is nothing for them. So as long as I understand my customer, I don't judge them on what they spend. The reality is, once you've been in this industry long enough, you actually don't care what they spend. All you care is that the business is making money, customer is comfortable and happy with what they're doing, and then it's a very amicable relationship. You get greedy. If you're just interested in your bottom line or your portfolio's bottom line, then that's where you're damaging the customer and you're damaging your business. So again, that's how I used to run it. There are a lot of ways to do this, a lot of techniques, but again, it's about communicating with your customer. There's more value. Here's a good one for you. Take this with you. There's more value in a cup of coffee than a dinner worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars, which is a total waste. The reason I say that is that within a cup of coffee, it's one-on-one, you're engaging, I'm here for you, you have my attention, talk to them. Don't make it about yourself, don't make it about the business, talk to them. That's how you get to know them, that's how they feel comfortable. And after a while, if there is a relationship built, they'll start to elaborate on their personal situation, whether emotionally, financially, and then you have a better understanding. Now that might be quite controversial for some people, and some people may say it's in a naive point of view, but that's how I ran for many years, as a successful portfolio of customers with almost no issues at all. And I say no issues at all because the reality is sometimes there are people who will not tell you everything for whatever reason, through embarrassment, for whatever reason. You can't get them 100% of the time, but pick an industry that's 100% accurate. There is none. So I hope you took something away from this. If you want me to talk more about the VIP experience, let me know in the comments below. If you're more interested in, say, maybe the financial crime aspects or any question, I'll answer anything that I can. There are some things that I can't talk about specifically, but I'll try and answer as many questions as I can. If you're interested on maybe when I was in bartending within VIP or hotels, so let me know if you have any queries, and I'm happy to answer them in the next video. And I appreciate you stopping by, and peace, love, all that stuff. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.